Hi, and welcome back to Never Had a Boyfriend with me, Katie Garcia. This is episode number 14. Today I'm joined by Poppy Almond. She's a very good friend, and I'm so excited to share this episode with you guys. As usual, if you love the podcast, please follow, like, comment, all of the above. Everything really helps. Let me know your thoughts and enjoy.
Never had a boyfriend.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Katie. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want a little intro yourself?
Yeah, hello. I am Poppy Almond, and I'm an actor and a writer.
Amazing
Yeah.
stuff. So let's get straight into it. Let's see. So, what's your relationship status?
Single.
Single.
Uh-huh.
Are you looking? Are you?
I wouldn't say I'm open.
You're open.
I'm open. I'm on Hinge.
Okay.
So is that looking?
God, I feel like as a single girl, I feel like I'm obligated to be on Hinge.
Yes.
Because I feel like society says like, oh, well, you're not really trying if you're not on
On Hinge.
Yeah.
It's almost like my friends that are in relationships tell me off for not being on Hinge.
Exactly.
But
like
Nah.
I have no leg to stand on when I'm like complaining about relationships because
Yes.
they're like, well, you're not on Hinge.
Yeah. But I don't know. And like, granted, some people have the most amazing relationships off Hinge, but I think it rewards you. The algorithm rewards you when you are active on
When
it.
you're active, yeah.
And I don't enjoy being active on it.
I hate it. Also, it's just like I think I get so many guys who just like the pictures, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So this is Instagram.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is just like so.
Yeah.
So you like so there's no kind of, and then how do you want to continue this
Yeah.
conversation? Like,
I also am like, you post 5 pictures that they always say, don't they, that your someone else should do your profile for you.
yes,
Because I also think I'm like, actually, is my Hinge representative of me? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. And like the answers and stuff, I'm like,
yeah. I know. I find that too. My friend looked at my Hinge and he's like, this doesn't read as you at all. Like,
No.
and he's like, all your pictures are just like posy, and I'm like,
yeah, because I want to look hot.
yeah,
Duh.
Hinge is very difficult because it's like that balance of like wanting to look hot, but also like wanting to find someone who thinks of you as more than hot.
And is also maybe normal.
Normal would be so good.
Normal would be nice. But this is my other thing, is that like I find it very hard to be excited about strangers.
Yes,
I don't care about you if you are a stranger.
absolutely.
I don't
think
know why.
You have to have like the most interesting prompt and pictures for
Yeah.
me to want to care about you.
Or be somehow convey that you're an interesting person
Yeah.
for me to give any care in the world.
Yes. Whereas in public, I could care about anyone.
Oh, okay, girl.
I could like in public, I'm like any guy. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Like a guy just has to be like, how is
Hey.
your day going? And I'm like, whoa.
Oh my God, they're in
Electric.
love with me. Magnetic.
But it's a curse. But I need to have that. I don't know if it's like there's an element of like, you know, being creatives and wanting to have that story. I feel like as someone who, you know, I spend I spend so much time in this fantasy land.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like I'll never want someone on Hinge because I just like don't like that story.
I have never thought about that, but that could not be more true.
Like
So true.
like I think it's like even because I can romanticize any in-person interaction.
Yeah. Because it was meant to be.
Yeah, it meant to be.
Like, your paths were meant to cross.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy that there are like, 8 billion people in this world, and like we cross paths.
And we looked at each other and you made me laugh and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's so crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But also I think because I have had experiences with people where like I literally have like met them and it has been like sparks flying, and I just am like, am I looking for that? Like, am I searching for that?
Are you searching for sparks?
Well, I mean, like, even like through Hinge, I'm literally like, ew, am I like
Yeah.
trying to make that happen? Whereas like when it has sort of like happened quite organically, I'm literally like, that's filled my cup for another 6 months. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Like one good interaction will last me a long time.
One good interaction is better than any Hinge date.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever. Yeah.
Any Hinge date, I'm like, I wish I could forget this. Like
Yeah.
I'll be on the date, I'm like, I wish I could delete this now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been on and off that app. Like, I literally am on and off it like a yo-yo, but I don't think I've been on a Hinge date in maybe maybe like 3 years.
Yeah, for
Maybe
me,
longer
it's
than that.
I really tried in September.
This is a commercial for Hinge.
Yeah, September. That was my one date, and I was like, fuck.
It's exhausting. It's so hard.
It's just also that's the thing, and getting excited about someone who you don't know. Whereas like there's nothing like I can really be persuaded to like they're just like nothing like in person, and even when you don't like when you meet someone you're like no, and then you see them next time and you're like oh, and the next time you're like oh,
did I miss a trick?
Yeah. And so easily persuaded.
Oh yeah. But I also think that comes from like charisma, and that comes from knowing a human being.
Yeah.
And I think that like just on Hinge, I'm literally like, you can be harsh, and I'm gonna be harsh.
Well,
because I don't know you.
The app rewards that. If the app like wants you to be like, and also like the prioritizing of like standouts and like this guy's hot, and I'm like your standouts aren't even great, Hinge.
No,
like.
And if your standouts aren't great, we're all screwed.
We
are all screwed.
Yeah.
So, single.
Single. Single. Oh, and because London dating for me, I find London dating is this level hard of love.
London dating for me is like non-existent.
It's like
genuinely it doesn't happen.
I don't know how British men approach women, because I just. No, living here makes me feel like I'm a goblin, and then I'll go literally anywhere else
in the world.
20-minute flight, and I'm a princess.
Yeah.
Like
I honestly don't know what it is. I just find it so hard. I've lived here my entire life, and I can't. I have no idea.
And you know what's worse as well is like I feel like people who aren't from London adapt to this kind of like. Don't approach women. They don't like. I don't like this idea that like you're gonna be creepy if you like. I think it's like kind of a red pill thing of like, oh, if I approach women, they're gonna find me creepy, and it's like, well, just don't be creepy.
Yeah, just be a normal human being.
Yeah,
I do though think that, dare I say it, since COVID though, there is this thing of like not approaching other people.
Yeah,
it's kind of like you keep yourself to yourself. And you don't, I can't remember the last time I was standing in a bar and I got approached. And I don't know whether that's just because me and my friends are too freaking annoying that when we're at a bar, we're just literally like, oh my God. And all we're doing is gossip. And we're just so excited to be with each other because I love my friends. Or whether people are just shy. I don't know.
But then it's like have it like when I go to New York, because I'm loving New York right now. Just going out in the street and like people just talk to you and it's like, oh, this is so nice. I'm like, I'm wasting my prime years in a city where people like no man's gonna talk to me.
That's antisocial.
Really antisocial.
It's a really, really antisocial city.
Yeah.
Which is wild considering it's like, in my opinion, it's like the best. This city in the sun, best city in the world, in my opinion. But it's so lonely.
It's very lonely.
It is very, very lonely.
Very lonely.
So I think like, yeah. And I also think it is the English culture, because I think as soon as I go to like LA or New York or like, yeah, frankly, any other country, people are just a bit more like front-footed and slightly more direct. Whereas there's something about like the English, even in our, I say so many like phrases. Like I'll be like, whatever. I'll use loads of phrases to describe things. And I just find that even in our language, we kind of like beat around the bush and color in our language a bit more than just being like, I'm interested in you.
Right.
It's really playful. And I'm like, well, are we just friends? I think we're just friends.
Well, I think that happens a lot with guys here. I'm like, oh, that you don't like me, but they leave me just confused. Whereas like literally any other culture, and also the negging, really just like.
What do you mean the negging?
British guys neg like no, like they just make you kind of feel bad.
Oh
like,
yeah, they bully you.
They bully, and it's in a way that's like, who does this work on?
Yeah.
Like you're just being an asshole. Like
because I don't have a backbone for that kind of stuff.
But also it's like this is like read the room. This is not my like I'm from a culture where people like
celebrate other humans.
And also like I lived in LA 6 years. LA approaches dating with complete delusion.
Well, they approach everything with complete delusion, which is why it's a fantastic little city.
So good.
Yeah, but I think that's it. I think that's the thing about like London in general is that like sometimes we're too literal in this, and like sometimes we're too clouty, and there's such hierarchy, and whereas you go to other places and that's not there as much.
Yeah. Do you find that a hierarchy in dating here? Do you find that like the...
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't...
The problem is, it's like I have no field work. Like I haven't been approached by a man in London, and I think I couldn't tell you the last time. Whereas like I've been traveling a lot, and almost everywhere else I've gone, I can tell you when and where someone has shooted their shot.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's always been appreciated. Sometimes it's worked. Whereas like here, the last guy that I liked here, I had to be like, hey.
Yeah. Oh, I'm literally like, I shoot my shot all the time more now.
Yeah.
Because I just am like, I don't know whether, also I am a bit notorious for being unaware of when someone fancies me. I genuinely, or maybe actually I'm not unaware, maybe I'm totally aware and they just don't. But like usually I'm like, I don't think people fancy me. So I kind of am in a bit of a stuck between a rock and a hard place where I'm like, I can't really read if someone fancies me or not. So I have no choice but to kind of put myself out on a limb.
Right.
And it doesn't always work.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I'm shooting my shot. I'm probably shooting my shot more than anyone's shooting their shot with me.
But I think that's the culture. Like if you didn't shoot your shot, then you'd be like, then we'd just be in the same position of being like, just sat here.
I would be in that film with that little kid Pip where the woman she gets cobwebs all over her. She like dies and there's cobwebs. What is that film? Great Expectations.
Right. I was going to say Charlotte's Web.
Both things. Charlotte's Web. Yeah, both.
That's the one.
Yeah.
How do you shoot your shot? Like, what's your go-to way? Because I feel like you do put your energy, like you put yourself out there a lot. Like you're just.
I do a lot of like, if I bump into someone, I will verbally say to them, if we know each other already, and I'm literally like, God, I always thought they were really quite fit. Mm-hmm. I would verbally say to them, like, let's catch up, like, drop me, like, literally, like, call me and let's go for coffee or whatever. Like, I will literally verbally say that. But I don't know whether that's like taken in the friend zone thing.
Right, okay.
Similarly, otherwise it's shooting my shot on like Instagram.
Do you DM?
God, maybe I'm just not doing anything of this enough. I'm trying to get a little bit better at it. Like recently I sent a text literally just being like, I want to see you.
That's good.
Yeah, I just was like, I'm trying to be a little bit more like what's her name? Mel Robbins with her little let them theory.
Okay.
She has like this, have you read it?
No.
She has this reverse theory, which is called, I like listen to it. It's quite a good one to listen to instead of like sitting and like flipping through it. But I listened to the audiobook of it. And instead of doing, she has this whole thing of like, let them, if they walk away, let them kind of thing. But she has a reverse one, which is let me, which is like, if I want something to happen, I'm not going to wait for it to fall out of the freaking sky.
Right.
So let me make a move. Why am I going to wait? So my thing at the moment is just trying to be slightly more direct. Like if I want something, ask for it. Like closed mouths don't get fed. And I am a big believer in that, of like closed mouths don't get fed for like anything work stuff or asking for help or anything like that. So I'm trying a little bit, slowly but surely, to implement it into the way I communicate with people and just being a little bit less playing games and just being a little, because I'm not very good with games because I just get confused.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So instead of that, I just am a bit more like blunt. I'm just a bit like, I would like to see you. And then I'll, depending on how that conversation goes, phone call, right, when are we meeting?
So, and how has this been perceived? Has it been positive? Has it been like...
That was like positive. That was like, okay, like, yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Because
I'm quite proud of myself.
I always get quite scared because I feel like I go to everyone for advice.
Yeah.
And then I ask all these people and then they always tell me, I'm like, why don't I just do what I want to do?
Yes.
Like,
because also the last thing I would ever want to do is ever be with somebody and they've like fallen in love with a different version of me, but like I'm the same. I overthink like text and stuff, like, and more so because I love that feeling of being like, wow, like,
yeah,
okay, and like being with friends and being like, what should we reply?
yeah,
And it's really, really fun. But if I actually genuinely do care, I am in a place of being like, okay, screw all of that and actually screw the chance to overthink. I'm just going to act on impulse, because if I overthink, then I'm a version of myself which is like unconfident, and I'm a really, really confident, amazing person. I don't need to be second guessing what I'm texting a boy. Are you good, bruv? Like, no.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
instead, I'm trying to be like, okay, I'm going to act on my impulse. If I want to text you, I'm going to text you. I don't care what kind of, I'm not worried about what outcome of response I'm going to get. I'm just going to say, like, I kind of want this, and is it met? Yes or no? And then I know my answer.
This is really good. I have a lot of regrets in not doing this, because
Yeah.
I feel like people have been like, no, don't do that. He's going to think you're crazy. No. And I'm like, I am crazy.
Yeah.
Let him think that.
Yeah, and also, sorry, it's really fun to be crazy, and it's really fun to care. And this is the British thing of like our other girls in this, like, you know, I've got so many friends that like, no, that's like too keen. That'll come across as keen. So I am full of so much love. Everything I do, we are creative. We like pour so much love into ourselves and our other friends. And like, I'm surrounded by incredible platonic love, and I am going to express that. And if somebody finds that too much or isn't interested in it, who cares?
Yes.
Okay. Like,
Absolutely.
sorry that I'm
then
really happy.
I'll take the love back. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, absolutely. I feel this the exact same way. Like I would love to be met with the energy that I'm willing to give.
So I think we need to start giving it.
Absolutely.
Rather than pretending we don't have it. Are you kidding?
And also pretending that it's not there. I don't know. There's one guy I'm like, oh, fuck, I should have just like be more honest in the beginning. And then
What about being like,
about me
I'm
like,
interested in you?
yeah, I'm interested,
Yeah.
instead of being like, because I feel like I try to play it cool, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, but I'm not cool.
Neither am I. I'm like lame when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm sort of like, I think like you were the same about this, in the sense of like, your evenings are really precious to you, in the sense of like, you work a lot, and like the prime dating time is that time.
Yeah.
So it is also kind of one of those things of, I'm not wasting my time on going on a like really shoddy date. Like, if I'm going on a date, I want to be really excited, because my evenings are really, really precious to me.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I think we just have to be like straight up about it.
And also the flexibility is like we have a job that's like, I can be anywhere. Like when people, because I feel like I've talked to people, I'm like, oh, but you live in London and I live in, but I'm like, I could live anywhere. I could physically be anywhere right now.
Yeah, baby, I've got that EU passport.
Yeah.
You need me in Portugal, I'll be in Portugal.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. But also, we're young and single.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody was literally like to me, okay, we're like talking and they're gonna be in, I don't know, Italy in summer, bruh, I'm down for an adventure.
Yeah.
I'm down for a holiday. Are you kidding? I'd fly to Italy for 2 days. And maybe that's a hopeless romantic thing, but
also
I
that's
love
exactly
that.
how I am too.
Yes.
And I'd love to find someone who also is like that.
And I reckon a lot of people are. I think all of us are just in this shell of like trying to like not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I just am like, I'm kind of over that.
I'm so over the being like nonchalant, not caring. I'm so over the like not like people pretending that they don't want human connection. It's just like, who are you?
Yeah. This thing about human connection as well. I literally had a phone conversation with a friend of mine the other day, because we were talking about this and about like, I was like, and I remember my mum said this to me when I was really, really young, about I think I was going through a really tough time with like an ex-boyfriend or something, and she was like, you know, we are human beings. We are literally designed to have a connection and to like reproduce. Like, that is our fundamental, like, that's like us.
Yeah.
And so to go around life, and granted, platonic love is so major in my life and so important and so incredible, but also it's ingrained in us as like human beings to have connections with other people. Why are we denying that?
Absolutely.
Because we don't want to come across as keen.
Yeah, like, what a waste of life, hey, to just be like, oh, I really liked him, but didn't want him to think I was weird.
Didn't
you know
want
what
him
I
to
mean?
think that I liked him.
Yeah, this is it. I think I spent so much time like wasting like I mean the last guy I was like in a situationship with, I used to tell him all the time, I'd be like, I really like you, and he'd be like, eh.
Oh.
And then but it just be like, but I didn't do anything about it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wish I like
What
recognized.
would you have done though? Like actually,
I would have like stopped it earlier.
Yeah.
I think I just
Fine, yeah.
I think I just let it on too long,
Yeah.
and I think I should have, because like I was talking to my friend recently about like, okay, like have we been in love and all this stuff, and I'm like, in the moment I was like, we said I love you and all that stuff.
You said I love you with a situation.
Yeah, it was a long situationship though.
Okay.
It was like 4 years.
Oh. Fuck.
Yeah.
Also, it gets confusing. Also, were you friends?
Well, we were like trying to be friends, but then it wasn't. He basically just didn't want to be tied down. He wanted multiple women,
Okay.
and I obviously did not want
No,
that.
you liked him.
I liked him, and yeah, I think we had a lot of love for each other, but I just don't think I think I just really wanted him to love me. I think that was the biggest, and I think every time he said it, I think he wanted to, but I just don't think he did. But I think he felt bad that he didn't want to.
But also, I think that there's different versions of love
Yeah.
as well. And I think that there's like, and I don't know what they are. And I
Yeah.
think you have a different type of love with every single person, even romantic.
Absolutely.
And to see someone for even 4 years and to put that much time into somebody, there was some level of love and fondness there.
Yeah.
But maybe it wasn't end game. Like I think, and maybe I'm speaking completely out of turn, I'm not a man, but I do also think that sometimes from like having a few conversations with like my male friends, they sometimes are like, oh my God, I really, really like her, but I don't think she's the one. And then there's a whole thing about like, do they stay with, like, you know, do they stay with her? Do they not? And I don't know what the answer to that is. Like 1 minute I'm talking to them and I'm literally like, you can still stay with someone and they don't have to be the one. But then on the flip side, I'm like, well, maybe you should let the girl go and find her
Let the girl find the one. And I had this revelation when I was at a friend's house and his cousin was there. And his friend, my friend was like, so what's going on with the girl that you're dating? And he's like, I like her a lot, but like, yeah, like I haven't met her family or like she wants me to, but like, And then he's like, how long you been together? And he's like, 2 years. And I'm like, and all this, the guy was talking and I'm like, oh, this is me.
That was you. Yeah.
And I'm like, and now I'm like, you know, and the guy's like, yeah, she's really nice, but I just don't see like, we don't have a lot in common. And I'm like, oh, this was us. It's like, you're going to go stay with somebody because it's convenient. Like what a waste of life.
Yeah,
like just being like, oh, well, he knows me. Like, instead of going and searching for somebody who like you might actually have a stronger connection with.
Yeah, it is that thing of just like pulling the trigger and just like leaving that situation. And I also think like it's different if it was just like really casual. Like if it was just like sex and you weren't emotionally invested in that way, I'd be like, who cares?
Are you able to do that?
I've realized, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've kind of realized that I have. I've realized this really recently, and I actually realized it. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about this, and I was like, I have been able to like detach.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I think it's like from the start, I'm not wanting anything more from them.
Oh, okay.
Like from the start, like I'm starting to realize that people for me, and I don't know whether it's just like my brain, but people just men just fall into two categories, which is like, I either really like you, like I really do like you, and I almost like don't want to ruin it with the thought that something could be casual.
Right.
So I'd rather it just sit there and simmer. And then it goes back to this thing about shooting your shot and all that kind of stuff. Like life's too short, but like maybe just like wait and kind of see.
Right.
Or it kind of be like, yep, I can totally sort of like hook up with you on a casual.
Don't want anything more.
I don't want anything more. I know you don't want anything more. And that kind of works for me. And granted, sometimes in the past, it slipped into it kind of being like, I'm sort of craving, my ego is craving validation, and my ego is craving like them wanting me. So sometimes it becomes maybe like a little bit more like, I'm like, I think I'm actually craving like essentially like the sex and the connection.
The intimacy?
The intimacy, but I'm not actually craving being like, I want to wake up and I want to spend the rest of my day with them.
Right.
So I'm able to kind of like detach slightly. It's easy and not easy in the sense of it in like a mean way, but just in the sense of just being like, it's familiar. It's in London.
I also feel like I need to have more experience in just like saying it how it is, because I feel like, you know, people are like, oh, you'll scare him away. But I'm like, okay. So I just feel like then this wasn't meant to be. If a guy is scared from me being like, hey, I like you.
Yeah.
Like, then that's it wasn't for me.
And also, I'm not being funny, but I think that's respected in different cultures as well, in different places. I think that's a very like English thing that maybe someone would be scared. Maybe not. But I don't know. I was dating a boy like years and years ago, and he was French. And he was just so like, he thrived off that like romance and that kind of like, I'm completely besotted by you. Like I remember we were really young when we were dating, and I remember he literally sent me a text being like I wasn't really in the mood to go out or something that night, and he was like, just literally put on a dress and a pair of heels, we're in the Uber outside. And I was literally like, and I think if you say to someone, I like you, like not the right person. I don't even think it's the right person. I don't even think we need to start being like, oh, my soulmate. Like, no, just some people will appreciate that, and some people will be weirded out by that. And like, let them be weirded out by that, and let the people that are like, no, I really liked that. Like that.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like truly not that serious. I feel like people
it's not that deep.
It's really not that deep.
Yeah.
Like also like I don't need to like you. Like I'm just saying I like you. Like I'll stop liking you tomorrow. Like I don't like, but like this is just how I feel right now, and this is like, I think this would be fun to explore.
Yeah, and I like hanging out with you.
Do
you want to hang out with me?
Yeah, I really regret like I think moving forward I've just got to really be more like straight up. I think it's also like I think so much about like how much I've led with fear, and leading with fear, you just like never just, you just feel so like inauthentic.
What fear are you leading with?
Just like the fear of like either being rejected, or fear of like, if I meet a guy that I really like, then I'll be like, oh, I shouldn't do certain things, or like like. And so I think it'll be, then also I just get scared because like I've never been in a relationship, and I'm like, oh my, I feel like I'm just like going into anything with just like all this baggage.
No, if anything, you're going in with no baggage at all, and I think that's probably more refreshing.
But no one looks at someone on a flight and without baggage and be like, where's your stuff? Like, shouldn't you have stuff? Like, you ever watch someone on a flight who has nothing and you're like, you're crazy.
Yeah, but also I envy it. My bag's really heavy.
Yeah, that's fair.
My bag is heavy AF, and it's probably got loads of freaking work on it, and I'm on a long haul, and I have my laptop, but I want to watch the movies instead. I want to just chill, and my bag is heavy. I don't want a heavy bag.
But I'm just watching movies and nothing like...
So who cares? Literally, who cares?
Yeah.
I haven't been in a relationship for eight years, and there have only been a few moments when I've been like, I would have really liked I would have really liked to be here with like a rock. Right. And there have only been a really few of those moments. But I just am like, we have so much more. We have the rest of our life to be in a relationship. Yeah. Like, we have the rest of our life to be tied down with one person. Yeah. And granted, maybe, I don't know, like maybe also... It depends on that thing of like, if you're in a rush. Yeah. Do you have a running out of time fear? Because I feel like I feel like it's not even just biological clock. I think like physical. I'm like, oh my God, I should take advantage of like my breasts are never going to be perkier. Like, yeah, I am literally like fuck, I'm so hot. Like,
Yeah.
am
I'm
I?
like, wait,
how
I'm like-
long am I gonna be this hot for?
Sometimes I'm like, I'll binge watch TV. I'll be like I've been watching Star Wars like crazy, and I'm like, God, like, but I could be fucking. You know what I mean? Like, I could be fucking, but
I
really
could be getting my exercise by being on top. Shit.
Like, I'm just like, why am I watching episode 3?
Yeah, no.
Like,
Nah, I don't know. I'm definitely in a place where I don't know whether I want kids, and
Right.
leaning more into I don't. But
Right.
so I think that takes the pressure off this thing of it being like, okay, like I don't even know how old we now need to be to have babies, all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I think that takes the pressure off. But I think it adds another pressure, which is like, I hate when I start to fancy somebody and I start to have a conversation with them about kids.
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, obviously I want to have a family. And I'm a bit like, if I say right now that I don't,
Right.
and not actually, family's the wrong word.
Right.
Because I would be with somebody that's already got kids.
Okay.
As well. Like, yeah. I'm not like anti that or anti children. It's more like, I just don't know if I want to have children. So, but I get worried, or not worried. Yeah, like, I don't want to have the conversation around, like, what someone wants, because if I turn around right now and say I don't want kids, does that mean that this is this isn't an option?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's super tough because I feel like I'm similar, because I don't want kids enough to like have them no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think if I met the right person, I would love to have kids. But I don't think there's anyone who I've met who I'd be like, dang, I'm so upset I can't have his kids.
Yeah.
But like, damn it, I can't. Are you kidding me? This is the guy who doesn't want to commit to me.
Yeah.
But I want his kids.
Yeah.
Like, but what scares me is I don't want to get to a point where I'm past the age I'm able to and be like, damn, I wish I had kids.
Yeah, I like, one of my cousins, she froze her eggs. And I think that is quite, she was always like, I don't know how much she said, like, I mean, egg freezing is quite expensive.
It's
but
so
she was
expensive.
like, I'd rather pay this now and pay for this and at least have the option than have to pay like £100,000 for like IVF later on, when I could have potentially like,
I want to do that, but I'm broke.
she has a normal job, so she's fine. Yeah, and maybe it's one of those things that you just have to like say,
Gotta
like,
save
actually
up,
just
yeah.
if you're like, actually that potentially is something, I just have to know that like there are certain paychecks that are coming in from certain shows that you just maybe need to put to the side.
Yeah,
and be like,
I guess
gotta be
that's true. Instead of go to Brazil, freeze my eggs.
But Brazil.
I said I'm gonna freeze my eggs in Brazil because it's like a few £1,000s cheaper, and I think that if I
And it's a good excuse to go.
yeah,
And then you celebrate afterwards.
absolutely, and then also like if I don't have enough money to go back to Brazil, I don't have enough money to have kids.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's the other thing as well. Like, there's no way I could raise a child.
No way.
Like, there's no way. That's not like that's literally not an option at all. So also then it goes into that as well, and maybe that's why I feel quite like blasé about the dating thing a little bit, is because I'm like, I don't have a timer above me.
But you're very fulfilled in your own life, and I think that's what's so attractive, because you radiate this like you're working on your career, you have a great social life, you do things without this necessity to have that male validation or whatever. And I think that's like, sometimes I get so mad at myself because I'm like, I'll harp on like an interaction with a guy not working, because I'll be like, but I'm so ready to like settle down. I'm so ready to be like, yes, let's do this.
But also, are you ready to settle down? Because I look at your life, and I like, as a friend and outsider, I look at your life and I just am like, it's incredible. You travel the world, you have the most social, gorgeous career. You have an incredible career that's only just getting better and better and better. And I don't think necessarily a man would stop that, but I also am like, and unless it's meeting someone, and that's where this is difficult, where we're both in careers where actually like we kind of need maybe other people that are equally as, we don't necessarily need a banker that's sat at home in Clapham.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more we do need somebody that's also on their own life, and like you do maybe not see each other for 3 weeks because you're in other countries.
Yeah.
And then you do come back together, or you do go and meet each other, and he comes and sees your show in New York, and then you spend a week in New York. Like that's kind of what I'm attracted to at the moment, is somebody that's equally as fulfilled in their life. And in an ideal world, we both just kind of like
are working on. I'd love to find someone who's as passionate as like what they're doing as what I am.
Yes.
Because that's why I don't think I could be with someone who just has a normal 9 to 5. I think it's got to be someone relatively creative or in a kind of different field than
that just kind of is patient with it.
And also who's somebody who really gets the fact that like I would like to settle down, but settling down would be non-conventional. It would be like
yeah.
And
it's finding that. But I think it's taking the pressure off that thing then of settling down, because I think I was like, when I was on my way here, I was thinking about this, and I was like, maybe it's about partnership. And like I look at the people in my life that have the most amazing relationships. My younger sister is engaged.
Right.
And she and her boyfriend have been together for like 8, or fiance have been together for 8 years, and they're just best friends. And my parents, just best friends. And I think it's that thing of it being like, okay, it's not about it being like settling down in the way that I imagine like two people watching TV on a Tuesday night. Like I don't know if I'll ever be the kind of person that sits down to watch TV on a Tuesday night. Like, but it's that person that's like, oh, it's your best friend, and like, you complement each other's life in whatever capacity that is.
That's the thing. I think that's really to have someone after a show that I can message and be like, you'll never guess what happened. And like, I am fulfilled in that. Like, I have lots of friends that I'm able to talk to about, but like, it'd be so nice to have that one person that I can go to, that they can come to me, whether it be like whatever it is in their career. Like, I feel like I'd really, really enjoy that. I think it'd be really fun chapter to have. But I think it's also like so much of my life, like it's okay, do I wait around to find something like that, or do I just like do the things that I want? And I feel like that's what I do. It's like the job is so nice because I can go wherever I want.
Yeah. I think you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
I think in the sense of, I don't know about you, but I think if I stopped this version of my life, I would, because I was waiting to see if I just paused, if something would come along. I don't think anything would come along.
No.
And I think I would be really unhappy, and I think I would be really like negative towards that person who came along, because I think it, like, I wasn't, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
absolutely. I have this vision where I have this upward trajectory that if I don't get there, if I don't get to that in terms of work, then I will be upset with myself.
Yeah.
And I think my partner's just on that trajectory. Yeah. I just think it's like, it's like sometimes I'll get down, I'm like, oh, da, da, da. And I'm like, no, they're up there somewhere. They've got to be.
Also, like, there are so many people in this world.
So many people.
There are so many people in this world, and there are so many people that are going to come into our life. I love the phrase, you haven't met all the people that are going to love you.
That's fantastic.
You haven't met all the people that are going to love you, or that you're going to love. And like, I'm so excited by that. And that also means that there are so many people in my life that I'm going to give more love to. Like, there are other people. I was thinking about this as well. Obviously, like, knowing I was coming today, like all morning today, I've been like, oh my God, like thinking about things. And I also realized I really believe in the timing of things. Like, I mean, the TikTok girlies call it, like, I think it's the invisible string theory. Like, this idea that, like, maybe it's not that. I'm saying a different theory. But like, this idea that, like, people really come into your life at the right time.
Okay.
Or at different times. And then once they leave, they really leave. So for example, like, I was thinking about this today, and like, my ex-boyfriend, I was at school. I spent 2 years with one of his best friends. They all went to obviously different schools. So I was at school with one of his best friends for 2 whole years. And I knew of him, but I never, ever met him. Like, we never met. And then a year and a half after I left school, he happened to be at a press night. And I was like, I obviously recognize him because of my friend and because I've seen photos. But I'd never met him, despite the fact that this middle friend of ours was one of my closest guy friends at school. And I went up to him at this press night and I was like, oh my God, like you're so-and-so. And he was like, no way, like you're Poppy. Like I've heard so much about you. And I was like, I've heard so much about you too. And then I was with him for 3 years. And I was like, and I was thinking on my way here today, I was like, that's so weird that I knew of him for 3.5 years before, but we had never crossed paths until then when we were together. And I think this a lot about like, there have been other people in my life that I've heard of or I've been like curious about, like almost in my subconscious. I've been like, they're kind of hot. And then like I've met them years later properly, like sat down next to them at a dinner party and been like, oh, like now's the chance that we actually get to properly meet.
Yeah.
And I kind of trust that there are some people that I'm like, okay, that's that. And I really do trust that some people are going to come back into my life again in another moment, but at the right time.
Yes.
And I think I love that idea.
I think that's so beautiful as well, because also you can feel it in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you can feel
a vibe is a vibe.
A vibe is a vibe. I fucking tell my friends all this time. I'm like, it's a vibe. Well, you're crazy. I'm like, no.
A vibe is a vibe.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily sparks or feeling things, but also like
energy
is energy. A vibe is a vibe, but that doesn't mean that something needs to happen imminently.
Yeah.
That goes into my like, cool, I respect you and I'm fond of you pile over here. And I trust that it will come back around if the timing is right for both people.
It's really hard for me not to fixate on like that. Like, okay, there was a vibe. And even though maybe the timing's, I will be aware that the timing's not great.
Yeah. But then you try and like,
then I'm like, but
what if I move?
Yeah. But what
But what if
I can move anywhere?
I could move anywhere. Yeah, you could move anywhere. You are lucky. You are lucky. You could move anywhere.
I will be there.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, I'm like, I kind of need to marry you to move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
That's possible.
But that's kind of possible. But yeah, I do understand that thing about, but then I try and just be like,
yeah, that's really good.
Let it go. But yeah, I just think there are so many people that we're going to meet.
That's a beautiful statement of you haven't met all the people who are going to love you.
Yeah. In all ways as well. Like even friendships, and I'm big on friendships. My friends are so important.
Have you read this book, Conversations on Love?
No.
It's really good. Like basically the author interviews a whole bunch of other people who've done work on love.
Okay.
Authors, poets, everything. And like every person gives their own advice and a big portion of it is the importance of platonic love and how we as a society don't rank it as high when it is so fulfilling. And the realization of being like, after reading that and being like, God, like I am fulfilled. I am fulfilled because I have all these people around me who are supportive, who care about what I'm doing, who I care about what they're doing. And there's just so much love.
Yeah.
And I think it's true. It's like, so much of this, of life. This is why I get so mad at myself for kind of like
fixating on it.
Fixating on this idea of romantic love. And I think it's actually not, I think I'm fixating on something that's like, I don't actually care about as much as I tell myself.
Yeah. And also like, I wonder whether you're also fixating on an experience. You just haven't had an experience.
Yeah.
There is also with like a certain type of love. And like, granted, like at Christmas thought I had a, like, when you feel your boob and you're like, that's a lump. Fantastic. Like literally I was like, and it was a cyst. But I literally like drove over to my sister's. I was like, feel my tits right now. Like, tell me I'm not going crazy. And she's like, yeah, no, like that's a little lump. And I was like, cool. I was like, okay. And I like fell asleep crying that night being like, what if I die before having like a healthy romantic love? And like, I do think, and like, then they were like, it's cool. We'll do all the tests. You're like, you're kind of fine.
Yeah.
But I was literally like, meep. Like, I do want to experience that. Like, of course I do. Like, I really want to have another, but I am also like, we are so lucky. Like, I am so privileged and I am so lucky to be surrounded by the people I'm surrounded by and to be loved by the people I'm loved by. And platonic love does fill my cup. Yeah. And those moments of sparks or vibes or just knowing that like when it is met. Those are few and far between, but when that does happen, that fills my cup up. It really fills my cup up. Like for like I'm able to kind of like ride that wave for a while.
Yeah.
And I think like
because it brings you joy and it makes you realize, oh yeah, it's out there. It's out there. I've just not like, and also like I found like I met this guy, I liked him a lot, and then wasn't working out, and I was like, and then but you just have that aura where you're ready to meet people, you know what I mean? Like your light's on, you're like, and then a few weeks later you find somebody else and you're like, oh, there's people in the world. Yeah. And like people are like also gonna be like, and I think it's just so special when you like go out and you live in that energy of like, I'm ready to meet someone, or I'm open to love, and I'm open to receiving and giving. Yeah. And
do you think we ever give off an aura that we're not though? I only say this because I recently, maybe it wasn't even recent, maybe it was like over a year ago, I was talking to a friend of mine that she, like she's amazing, and she has had a few relationships kind of like back to back, but she is also one of those girls that, you know, and you're literally like, girly pop, you are a catch. Yeah. You are a catch. Yeah. And she was like, and she was just like being really honest with me, and she was like, I wonder whether you give off the aura that you're not interested.
Is this girl have like serious in her career?
Yeah. Very intelligent, and career is really important to her. And yeah, but completely different career. Like she's in like science and like psychology. Because
I worry about with the creative fields, I worry that it does make it it's so all encompassing that maybe sometimes I do give off the energy, but I feel like my energy is different my energy is feeding from energy I'm receiving. Yeah. So if I'm like, I remember being on a date with a guy and him being like, you say you want a relationship and you don't, because he was like, when's the next time you're free? And I was like, my next night off is in 3 weeks. And he's like, oh, you don't want a relationship. Oh. And I was like,
no, I just am not sitting at home wondering whether that night is going to be a date.
Yeah. And also I just didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. So it's like,
if you had liked him though, what do you think you would have?
If I would have liked him, I mean, there's before and after a show. You know, it's like if I would have liked him, I would have
been like, let's go for breakfast.
Absolutely. I think when I like someone, I'm like, I will go to Belfast. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Like but when I like someone, like. There's nothing that I wouldn't do.
Yeah. But also I remember saying to someone, I remember being like, I am so busy these next 2 weeks. Like I have the kind of brain that sometimes when I am locked in, I need to be locked in. Yeah. And I don't have the capacity to be sometimes like I am really social, and I love that about myself. But sometimes like if I need to be locked in, I need to kind of say to even like my friends, like, try calling me, good luck. Good luck, my love. I am locked in. Yeah. And I've had to say to people before, I've had to literally be like, I am locked. I'm the next 2 weeks. I actually just, I have to be selfish. Yeah. So essentially, can you circle back in 2 weeks time?
And I think that's fair. And I think there's also a lot of people out there like that. Like I like this guy, and people are like, he doesn't like you. I'm like, actually, I think he's really busy. Yeah. Like, I actually did think, people are like, you're fucking psychotic. And I'm like, no, I actually think he's busy. Like, maybe he doesn't like me, but I also, he can also be busy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think that's attractive. But as long as it's communicated, and this is where the communication thing is really important, because I get it. Like, people are like, they shouldn't be busy they should, like, how busy is busy? Like, and I get it. But if somebody texted me being like, I am really busy at the moment, this is kind of what's going on, I know to be like, cool. It's if I don't know that and I try and justify being like busy. But if I know that they're busy, I know that they're busy. And also, we've been in that situation where, like, what, you in Edinburgh, imagine if someone's texting you in London and you're doing 4 weeks up at the Pleasance. Yeah. Like, girl, you're too busy.
Yeah.
You are too busy to be giving somebody your actual time right now.
But it's also that circling back to that timing, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like we can be busy, and we can, but like there'll be a pocket, there'll be a window where someone else can like, you'll meet someone, you're like, okay, this texting is working, or this is like it's. I think it's also nice when they're talking about to people on different time zones, because you're like, okay, that allows me to be like, why would you ever do long distance? And I'm like, oh, I think it'd actually be like, I'd be so open to it, because
I'd be open to it.
Because you're like, I work in the evenings.
Yeah.
You're awake. Perfect.
We do our thing.
Yeah.
If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's just we do live lives that lend itself to that.
How do you, when your friend told you that you maybe were not as open or didn't, what do you think, that you give off something? Like, maybe
that I've just got a face like a slapped ass if I walk into a restaurant. I don't freaking know. I literally was like, maybe I come across as an asshole.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You're
okay.
so friendly. You like radiate a vibe that's like, hey.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what it is without sounding like a narcissist and being like, I don't know, I'm too confident. Like,
I think confidence does scare people. I think confidence really scares men. I think I struggled with that on stage, because people will look at me on stage and be like, she's confident, and then in person I'll be like not
like,
be, yeah, I'll be like not able to articulate myself.
People forget that like your job is also like a bit in the sense of like you are sometimes playing a different version of yourself.
Absolutely. Like I cannot talk to men. Like, you think, like,
literally, I'm the same. I can't flirt.
I cannot flirt.
I can't read people. I can't flirt. I'm literally like, I don't know whether this is just me being like very neurodiverse, or whether I just I can't. And I also am like, are you flirting with me?
I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll send a flirty text message and I will reread it so much and be like, whoa, I flirted. Like, I'll be like, so, and it'll be something like, I did this the other day. I was like, oh, I think I flirted too hard. And it was literally me being like, you should come to London. It's a great city.
No, that's
just, not flirting.
That's, if anything, just saying, hey, come to London.
That's just me being a good tour guide.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Hey, this is a really cool city. I think you'd enjoy it. And then me being like, whoa,
that took it out of me. I can't do that for a while.
Oh, he's gonna know I'm obsessed with him.
Shit. Oh my God. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, the two of us together, it's honestly like,
yeah.
We can't. I can't.
No.
I have no idea. I also don't know whether somebody's just being polite. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. They were so nice.
Oh, when they're flirting?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just like, are they just being polite?
So with words, I can't tell, but with look.
Oh, see, I'm with action.
Ah.
Oh, so what's your look?
So if a guy looks at me a certain way, I'm like, oh, but also I just feel like, you know, we're girls. So I feel like any guy can look a certain way and be like, he wants to fuck. But I don't know if he'll like actually like me. So if a guy's talking to me and like he'll like be like, you know, the leaning in, or like he'll like be really looking in the eyes, I'll be like, okay, he wants to fuck. But wait until I talk about Shrek. Does he like me? No, he doesn't. That's how I know. You know.
Why Shrek specifically?
Because I'll like bring up some, because I feel like I have this really big issue where like guys are guys, so of course they want to like I saw this Instagram the other day. This girl was like, people were like, you're attractive. It must be so easy for you to get in a relationship. And she's like, no, it's easy to fuck guys, but it's not easy to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, it's true. I feel like as a girl, it's like so easy to like, guys guys can want to fuck any girl, you know, but then it's like actually like, I feel like,
yeah,
I'm my like attractive scale with like the personality is just like kind of like doesn't really match up. So I think guys would be like, oh, she's a fun girl who I bet she has a 9-to-5, or I bet she, you know, does pottery. Or
I don't think I'd look at you and think Katie does pottery.
Or I bet she like has rosé. or something like
Do you not have rosé?
No.
Oh.
I like whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not a rosé
God,
girl.
you're just so different to
I'm
the
just
rest of
not
us.
like other girls. I'm not. Ooh, give me a really bad
I'm
hangover.
obsessed. Yeah, so fast.
Yeah.
So fast. Yeah.
But and then so I think that like like when a guy says they like me, I get very like, nah, you don't. Yeah, I will say.
Really?
I've said that multiple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I trust that people are obsessed with me.
That's very good. But
If it takes somebody to if it actually gets to the point where somebody says that they like me, are you kidding? I'm like if someone like love bombs me, I'm like, obviously this makes so much sense that you want to marry me.
Oh, I never believe them.
Oh, I really should take a leaf out of your book.
No,
really
I could take a
should.
leaf out of your book because
Oh.
what it does for me is I'll just overthink. If a guy actually, because I feel like I like to be in control of the situation. I like to like. When a guy likes me, that's when it makes me nervous. Makes me scared because I'm like, yeah, I like the ball to be in my court.
Right.
I like to like you because if you like me, I might get pregnant.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't really do that right now.
I'm
Kind of really busy.
Kind of like in the middle of my career right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, like for real. Interesting. No way. Oh, see, I take that. If somebody says they like me, I'm literally like, yeah,
Wow.
obviously. Obviously you do. I love me. Like I love me.
See, that's such a good way to live,
Yeah.
though, because mine comes from insecurity. Like mine. If a guy says I like you, I'm like, no, you don't. It's because I'm like, just wait. You'll stop
What?
liking me. I think that all the time.
Okay, you need to get the frick out. Are you kidding? Like,
this
you
is-
are amazing.
This is good to lead with confidence.
Well,
because
but it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that because that does not happen a lot. But when it does happen and somebody actually says like, you're amazing or whatever, I'm like, thank you.
yeah,
And I mean it because I like know I am, but it doesn't happen a lot of the time I'm thinking, I'm amazing. Why do other people not think I'm amazing?
yeah. See, so I'll think this in certain aspects of my life, but then when it comes to like dating, that's when I'll be like, that's a really big insecurity. So like if someone comes up to me like an audience member or like colleague and says like, wow, really love da 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 da,
Sure.
I'd be like, yeah, cool, yeah, I do work hard,
Yeah.
or I am, you know what I mean? I'm actively trying. Whereas if a guy says it, I'm like, you must be. I think there's either they're lying or I just like don't. I think I've never seen it, so it's like I don't know.
I think this goes back to this, like, what we were saying about being direct.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm in this head space at the moment of, like, at least trying to be slightly more direct.
Yeah.
Or at least trying to, when I don't want something, saying, no, thank you. Or when I do want something, saying, yes, please. And I think it goes back to this thing of, why should I not trust someone? It costs people to tell you how they actually feel.
Yeah.
It costs me to say to somebody, I adore you, or I really enjoy spending time with you, or I want to spend time with you. It costs me to say that. So why would is negate the right word? I'm not sure if negate's the right word, but why would I negate their language too?
Wow.
And what harm does it do me to trust them? What harm does it do me to actually go, thank you, I am amazing? Like that, it costs me no harm at all to trust that.
That's
I'm
beautiful.
I'm not protecting myself. If anything, by not trusting when somebody says that, it's then making me think about the things in which they're wrong. So I would go like, okay, maybe it's because my eyebrows are uneven. I don't know, whatever. And I don't need to start thinking about those reasons. Nobody's noticing that. So, but it costs, I think it really costs me. I'm really bad at texting. Like I'm really bad at texting. So if I am texting even my friends, like last week I was like talking about another friend of mine and I was saying how amazing she was. And I was like, God, I must tell her that I was talking about her and that she's really amazing. She needs to know that because she might not she might not know that. And it's one thing for me to say it to other people, but I haven't told her. So I sent her a voice note being like, I just need you to know, like, I was talking about you last night and it just made me realize how lucky I am because like we're working on this thing together. It's like one of my best friends, but like, I don't always say like how amazing I think you are. And I was like, I just need you to know that. And I was like, and I'm not saying that because I expect anything back, but I just am like, well, if I'm talking about you, you might as well know it as well. And I just was like, but also like that, yeah, it's just a voice note, but also that is somebody going like, I must send that voice note, or, oh shit, I'm running for the bus.
Yeah.
Like, which bus do I get? Should I get the early bus or should I get the later bus? It costs people. And maybe some people are psychopaths and do just say it for the sake of it, but honestly, whatever. Let them be psychopaths and let them just say it.
That's a beautiful way to live, because it's like there's so many things that I also feel like I'm like, I want to tell them that, but then I'm like, oh, I don't want them to think I'm too much. And I think this is a beautiful way to live.
Oh God.
This era of telling people what you
and
feel.
Like leading, like, and I do definitely, I'm not very, on the opposite, I'm not very good at saying the negative. Like I'm not very good at maybe putting something to bed and being like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's
also,
tough. That's
like I'm not on that bit of honesty and like thingy first. At the moment I'm trying to be in my like, just trying to be a little bit more kind, but also being like, I realized it recently. I was talking with like two girls and we were talking about like someone had said something to one of the girls about how amazing he thought she was or something, and she was like disregarding it a little bit, and I was like, no, I was like, I think that costs them.
Yeah.
I think that costs that person to say that to you.
Yeah.
And I think it costs a lot of people to say it to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think if somebody says something like that to you, you have to believe it because life's too short to not believe it.
Yeah.
Like, why would somebody say that if they didn't mean it? Like, why? Unless they're a freak. And honestly, if they are a freak, let them be a freak.
Yeah.
Okay? But I just think...
You're a freak who's right.
You're a freak who's fucking right, baby. You got that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just... yeah, you're a freak who's freaking correct.
Wow.
Literally.
Nailed it, freak.
Yeah, honey, okay. But for real, like...
Yeah, wow, I love that.
Yeah, you need to... No. If somebody says that to you, you got to believe it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
I love
this has
this
been
too.
so much fun.
I've loved this.
Let's just can I quickly ask what your red flags are?
My red flags. What's a red flag?
Like
No, I'm kidding.
I was about to answer. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
You literally like take everything as face value. Honesty. My red flags. Oh, what are your red flags?
Oh God.
Maybe I'll inspire mine.
What are my red flags? I don't like when a guy is good in bed. I really hate it. I'm like, why do you know all this stuff?
Yeah.
Like if a guy is down there and I'm like, no. I like a guy to be. I was with a guy and he was like, I had to instruct him and I'm like, yes.
Oh my God, are you actually kidding?
I love a guy who doesn't know anything about female anatomy.
Girl, we are not cut from the same cloth. I'm the opposite. I'm literally like, if they do know what they're doing, amazing, because stunning.
Yeah.
Although now you're gonna make me think about that.
Because I'm like, where did you learn this?
From other people.
But
We're
like,
human
who
beings.
are these other people?
Yeah. But
Then I'm thinking, how many other people were there?
Yeah. And maybe there's been a few and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I like when it's been really low numbers.
Okay. So off that, one of my red flags would maybe be somebody that's like too good at texting.
Oh.
Like somebody that's too... I don't know what too good is, but like somebody, maybe like a red flag would be somebody that, like, I'm so bad at flirting over text. I'm so bad at all that kind of stuff. So I'm not very...
Right. Like she has too much game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Too much
maybe.
flirty or too much like...
Not necessarily flirty, because I do love a flirt. I think just somebody that it's like, this isn't your first rodeo. Like you are potentially texting a lot of people and there's a lot of talk and there's not a lot of action.
Right.
I just am a bit like,
Yeah.
that's maybe a bit of a red flag. Like, and that same thing of like, somebody that's like, I want to see you but doesn't see you.
Yes, hate. Oh,
And I'm
I
just like,
fucking
don't-
hate that.
I'm just like,
I hate that. Is a big red flag. I like when actions match your words.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
yeah,
Love
and it
that.
goes back to that thing. If you're busy, you're busy. So say, I want to see you, but I'm really busy, or I'm not in town, but I'll be in town, and when I'm next in town, I'll
And
call you.
don't tell, like, I hate, like, when a guy says after the fact, okay, oh, if it's like 11 p.m., he's like, oh, sorry, I was busy today. Just tell me when you knew you were going to be busy.
Yeah, just be like, I'm going into the radio, and I'm like,
Yeah.
gonna be in the radio for the next 4 hours. My phone's off.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that probably is quite a major red flag for me. What else would be a red flag?
What's a green flag for you?
On the opposite, communication.
Communication.
But somebody that like, I like picking up the phone and having a conversation with me.
I do too, but I always get worried about like how to instigate that. Do you tell people like, hey, I'm a phone person?
No.
You just call them?
But it's only been like a recent thing in like the last maybe like 2 years. But yeah, I won't. It kind of depends on the person. I think some people I might be like, no. Usually I would just call them.
See, that's really good.
Call out the blue.
Anytime?
Yeah.
That's good.
Not always. It's once in a blue moon. But I'm like, I think if I want, basically, I think if I want to chat to you, and going back to this whole texting thing, this whole me trying to be too cool and thinking about every single text is going to make me spiral, but I do want to have small talk with you.
Yeah.
I will pick up the phone.
Right.
I will pick up the phone. The same way I would call my friends. I'm not going to text one of my friends and say, hey, how are you? Hey, Chloe, how are you? I don't care about your response. I don't care about your day, but I do genuinely want to know how you are. So instead, I'm going to pick up the phone
Yeah.
and I'm going to be like, call me. And if they're not free, I trust that they will call me back whenever.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So that's a green thing is, like a phone call probably. Communication though. It goes back to communication.
Yeah.
It goes, a green flag to me is somebody saying, I'm really busy at the moment. I'll reply to this on Saturday or whatever.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, Poppy, I love this so much.
I
You've
love
inspired
you.
me.
Oh my
I
God,
love you.
inspired me. We can take a little bit from each other.
Yeah, we can.
To move forward.
I'm
But
excited.
basically, life is good.
Wow, I'm going to text so many people right now. I'm going to text and call so many people right now.
So basically, do not disturb. Put your phone on do not disturb. But we know that if it's on do not disturb, you have to call twice.
Yes, and I will.
And I will. And I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
On Insta at Poppy J Almond.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug right now?
No, but like nothing necessarily to plug right now, but like stay tuned because there's a few things in the pipeline that we'll want eyes on.
Yeah. Amazing. So follow on Instagram
Yeah.
and you'll see that.
Adore you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much,
This has
girly.
been so nice. Love
Bye-bye.
you.
Love you, lads.